Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have got a shoe review. Bam 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 bam. It is the Asics Superblast 2, so let's have a little look and maybe go for a little test run, and I'll give you all my thoughts in a bit. Look at these, look at them. Oh, white Superblast 2s. Oh, it's very light. Hitting the paces quite easily, to be fair. First run being like this, it's actually quite cruising. Normally you would wear it in after like 20 miles, 30 miles, but this shoe, it feels very comfortable, very cushioned, a bit firm. Normally Asics don't fit well for me, but this one's really good actually. Just arrived from my run with my new Superblast. I need to wait. This is me. Hey. Yeah. On the daily. Cool. Hello. Initial review of the Superblast 2. Look at those. It looks beautiful. It does look incredible. Look at that cushion. Look at that cushion, eh? I'm normally not the biggest fan of the Asics generally. It's just not really felt good for me, but I mean, I think they refined the product just to make sure it works for all types of runners, and when they keep refining it, I can see Asics being my choice of shoe, but every brand has their refinements, and every time I try a different brand it just gets better and better. So but with these trainers, I must say they've kind of hit the jackpot here. I've never really had the original Superblast, so I don't really have a comparison, but from what I've heard, it's a lot more breathable, has a lot more cushion, and it really does promote you onto your forefoot as well a little bit more. So with the stack height of it being 45mm and the forefoot height being 37, it has that kind of 8mm drop variance where it does kind of promote you onto your forefoot a bit more. So that's for my review of the Superblast and the numbers that I see. So I'm not really sure of how the Superblast felt, but these felt like I could do everything in them. I can do an easy run, I can also change the speed, and it felt quite smooth within the change of pace I did, and in the strides it just felt snappy, which is such a positive experience for me. And yeah, I didn't really expect it. It's quite light, I guess, for an easy runner. I mean, it's for maybe not a racing trainer, but for an easy runner, about 250 grams, and which is great, and it's very breathable. One of the flaws of the original Superblast, it wasn't very breathable, so it felt very good in that regard. You can also remove the insole to give you a bit more of that, a bit more room and a bit more breathability as well, especially in those warmer months. But in overall, I mean, the biggest obviously flaw in this trainer is the price point. A £200 price point is quite bit heavy outlay, so it's obviously putting off in that aspect, but it's one of those trainers where if you were to pick for every day and for a session, for an easy run, you would pick these. And like, for example, if you were to go on a holiday, I have the problem where I have to pick an easy running trainer for the easy runs, and also like a carbon racer trainer for like the sessions, and that's how I generally like have my shoe rotation. There'll be a video of that, of which types of shoes I'll be using for different sessions, but that is the problem I normally have. But now I actually feel like these trainers I can just bring on holiday and just put in my bag and not worry having like 3 shoes to pick from. So yeah, that's one definitely advantage of these trainers. But yeah, the price point is a bit heavy, something that needs to be considered. But overall, a very positive experience. My easy run pace is around like 425, 430s. For some people that might be a bit too quick for a relatively similar ability to me, but for my easy runs, I felt like I was going at the same pace, but I was actually running like 10 to 15 seconds per K quicker for the same heart rate. So I did actually realise that when I was running, I was like, wow, I don't really need to do much to up the pace here, and I'm actually getting the same benefits for the easy runs that I used to be doing, but at a quicker pace, which obviously which is great, but also slightly maybe like a false sense of security as well, a little bit for your actual performance or for your actual how you feel. So I guess a good mental stimulus in terms of confidence, but maybe on race day you might be a bit of a false sense of security of how quick you might be able to go in these. So especially in a session, so you'd only know from doing the sessions in these of like how good you're feeling. So you can't be using heart rate that much, but you can only use it, I guess, when you do your sessions to really see of like your perceived effort of how you're going for a certain distance. So, but overall, I'd say initial reviews 8.5 out of 10. Obviously, the one thing out of it is still bearing in my mind. Obviously, I had to pay for these, and £200 is a big outlay. But other than that, overall, easy day running trainers tick, sessions tick. You can also race in them if you don't really care about what time you can get, but you getting relatively close to your desired time is a trainer that you can use for that. And also very cushioned and very breathable, and it looks great, doesn't it? But that's my initial reviews. There'll be a shoe rotation video coming out relatively soon. I've got a half marathon coming up this Sunday, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, in the meantime, thought I'd do a quick shoe review. Never really do much of those, but here it is. If you do like these types of content, I can provide more like in-depth review of the more the data side. That's my background, so I can definitely provide a lot of that as well. But thought I'd give you initial impressions of the trainers from myself. So if you've enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment. Any questions you might have, definitely ask that within the comments. If you can subscribe as well, that would definitely support me in providing future videos on these types of videos about myself and shoe reviews or whatever you guys like. Please leave a comment on that as well of what you'd like to see more. But yeah, in the meantime, take care, look after yourselves, and yeah, stay hydrated. Bye bye.